her opportunity to question the witnesses.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and I'm so glad that as I was coming in and I begged the indulgence of the witnesses, I just came from a Homeland Security Committee hearing, and so I want to say to Professor Trenchant that you're looking at the person who in totality agrees with you that we have to do our job. And I want to say to you that I frankly believe that Homeland Security, immigration issues is a federal issue. We've got to do a number of things. One, put in place federal laws that lay the parameters out. We've got to comprehensively fix the confusion in immigration laws. We've got to let a citizen like yourself know what they are. And then, of course, let me apologize for not appropriately starting with the most important is my sympathy and concern. No parent could ever fathom what you have gone through. And you said something very important. We don't need drunks on the street. I'm appalled that this was an offender, whether it be a undocumented citizen or someone else, that was on the street more than once after having incurred a ridiculous action of driving while drunk. I am, just for your own information, rabidly supportive of cutting federal funds for states that don't have stronger drunk driving laws. That doesn't bring back the life. What I would have wanted to have been seen, or to have seen, is the fact that once picked up in the normal process of an offense, that the federal officials needed to come and do their job. I want to put on the record, they needed to do their job. They needed to be aware of individuals in jail. And you would have been, if we could just turn the clock back, at least had relief that the federal government was doing its job. So please, as I pose questions to Mr. Ramirez, I don't want you to doubt in any way both the sympathy and the frustration that I face. I chair a subcommittee on Homeland Security. The chairwoman is on committees on that committee. And we need to ramp it up so that there are offices that can function in conjunction with jails and incarcerated persons across America. I think when I go to Mr. Ramirez, if you can listen to my line of questioning, and I, Mr. Trunk, I want to make sure because it says French to me. I want to say tranchant. Thank you. Let me just pose a quick question to you. 287G represents a sort of a law that throws the burden, and it came out of frustration, on local government. I don't think it's perfect because what it does is it labels local, it says that individuals that are not operating under it are sanctuary cities. I come from the city of Houston. Let me go on record and say Houston is not a sanctuary city. We have too much diverse political perspectives to be a sanctuary city, but we're a big city. So obviously we cannot rally up everyone. We need federal support. What would enhance resources give you comfort as well in the immigration process through the federal government? We call these folk ICE officers, where they are surveying and working with the jail. Would that give you comfort? And would it also give you comfort, because you come from North Carolina, my daughter went to UNC, so I know the influx of diversity, immigrants in your community. Would it also help, and I know that you've seen some of them, they're working in various capacities, that we have some laws that you could understand, that people who need to be deported were deported, and those who are here to work could stay under some laws that were appropriate. Would that be helpful to you in reflection, even in this tragedy that you're facing?
Well, ma'am, I can't, I don't have as broad a solution base that you have, and the thing about allowing them to stay and work, and I can't make statements to that because I don't know, you know, I want to split the hairs on that one. I want to
you need more facts.
Yeah, but I'll tell you that what Homeland Security is doing with allowing local law enforcement to have integrated databases from some of the banditos they have on their list, so that these law enforcement officers can run an ID check, a fingerprint, and the guy or woman who has been going from state to state, and by the way, we don't border Mexico and Virginia.
And I don't in Virginia, I'm sorry, it was in North Carolina.
But the guy who's going from state to state committing crimes,
And I want to get another
Fingerprint.
question in. I think your answer is you've got one perspective, and let me just try to get this question, Madam Chair, if I might, to Mr. Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, you should not.
The gentlelady is granted 1 additional minute.
I thank the gentle chairwoman. Mr. Ramirez, and I got the gist of Mr. Troncant's point of view, but my point is, and if I can ask this question, you have suffered civil rights abuse because you are a citizen, and the confusion of utilizing laws in the hands of local officers who don't have a component of sensitivity means that the confrontations you've had have been unnecessary. And so it again comes back to the federal government. We're not doing our job. Give me your suggestion, recognize the tragedy of your fellow witness here, on how we solve this. I want what has happened to you to stop. Mr. Ramirez, and my apologies to you for those actions against you, inasmuch as you have been innocent.
The thing I feel when I stop for the police is the stereotype they have of the Latinos, people looking like me. You know, they see the bad part of us, drinkers, robbers, rapers, killers. But they don't see the good things. We work very hard. We made more rich this country. I can give you an example in Frederick. For our work, a lot of people can reach. We work for them. We make their companies better and faster. I am safety in construction. And I can give you many examples. But the thing is, the point is, we are human beings. No make me different, my skin than your skin, my origin of your origin. We are with pain here together. And it's the humiliation after we offer, after we work, after we are hard to...
The gentlelady's time has expired.
I thank you. We
Thank you,
need
Mr.
a
Ramirez.
fix on this system, and it's broken.
Thank
I
you
thank
very
you. I yield
much.
back.
I